What's up guys, it's Project and welcome to my weapon guides for Monster Hunter Rise. These guides are made to simplify, streamline, and improve your gameplay by showing you the best DPS combos so you can hunt like a pro in no time. With Rise, the introduction of silkbind attacks and switch skills can confuse players on what's best of the best to use, so this guide will provide that answer for you, with data taken from my own testing and watching countless speedrun videos from elite players. Ultimately, play how you want to have the most fun, but if you want to be meta and kill monsters in under 10 or even 5 minutes, then you've come to the right place. Before we begin, tests are performed with no gear or no special skills or effects activated, as well as 0 affinity. Also, for the sake of console and PC players coming to Rise from World, I will refer to ZL and ZR as L2 and R2. So if you're ready to rock, then give the video a thumbs up and let's begin. The first guide will be about the greatest weapon of all time. So great, it's the main weapon for the annoying turtle guys in Mario games. It's the hammer. The hammer is a big blunt weapon.
You know that. Yeah.
No, not that kind of blunt. This kind of blunt. The kind that crush dragons' skulls. And with enough attacks to a monster's face, they will get knocked out, downing them in a struggling state, allowing you and your teammates even more free damage. This KO state lasts roughly 13 seconds, and the Q is small stars spinning around the monster's head. The hammer can also deal exhaust damage, a hidden damage that will make the monster tired faster, leaving them drooling like you did back in math class in middle school. A fine opening for more head trauma. So, hammer is a simple weapon, with the only goal being to bonk. Bonk. Bonk everything. Due to this mechanic, for hammers, you want to craft as high raw attack as you can to deal physical damage for faster KOs. So keep that in mind when forging. The higher the raw, the better the hammer, while still factoring sharpness and rampage skills into the equation, of course. In Rise, hammer gets 2 charging states via holding R2. For simplicity's sake, we'll say blue and yellow. You can swap between the modes via R2 plus A, and they will have different attacks depending on the charge level used once you release R2. Just know that the level 2 and level 3 charge attacks are bounce proof while the others are not. If you switch from blue to yellow, you get max level 3 charge instantly for yellow mode. Additionally, charging in yellow to level 3 is actually slower than going from yellow to blue and back to yellow. Doing that string will allow you to change the direction of the slam, unlike when charging from yellow. So basically, don't charge in yellow ever, pretty much. But hammer gets 3 silkbind attacks and 2 attack change switch skills. All the silkbind attacks deal greater damage if you charge the hammer before using it, where the damage depends on the charge level, with level 3 being the most. Starting with Spinning Bludgeon, unlocked by default, it launches you in the air spinning downward to a final slam. Holding R2 before using it will allow you to delay the attack while charging up for greater damage. If you hit the head of your monster with the slam, you can usually trigger a ride in one go if playing solo. The next is Impact Crater, costing 2 bugs but dealing perhaps the biggest damage burst you can with hammer. Like Spinning Bludgeon, this can trigger a ride quickly, and you can pull off the maximum damage version if you go from blue to yellow and then Crater, as it'll gain the level 3 charge effect. And last tidbit on this move is that you can change the direction by holding the left analog in the direction you want for the slam. The third skill is Dash Breaker, which launches you forward with hyper armor properties during the launch, but only during the launch, meaning you won't get stunned from your monster's attack, but the beginning wire part and the ending swing will leave you vulnerable. By default, it just launches you with a swing, but if you hold R2 before it, you can delay the attack while charging the hammer further, just like the other moves. However, this time you'll keep the charge level after the hit, which can combo well into both power modes for hammer for the level 2 and level 3 attacks. For non-soakbug moves, hammer gets a counter after getting to 5-star hub, not the village. This move replaces your side hit A with a counter move, which can counter any attack if timed right, and will lead to a golf swing or the Big Bang combo depending on the moment. Big Bang if the monster was stunned or KO'd, or you go with the upswing for a quick hit and then roll to reset. This move is a must-have in my opinion, allowing you to stay close to a monster without having to run around and attack to dodge it. Now, what is not a must-have is the last switch skill, Courage. With Courage, hammer can change its Valor Blue Hammer moveset, changing its attack pattern to where charging becomes more like combo attacks instead, that you have to cycle through one at a time, but allow you to dodge while mid-animation and continue the charge. However, there seems to be no real good use for this skill. People say it does lots of KO damage, however, as these tests will show, it in fact does less KO damage than the standard golf swing combo. Not only less KO potential, but also less damage in a very similar time frame. To get the KO, you would need to charge the last R2 to full, but even then, it still does less damage than the golf swing combo. So all in all, it's pretty much all around worse than strength, with the only subtle possible niche for it being combined with Dash Breaker, while charging level 1 to full will give you 2 full charge swings on the next. But even then, losing the versatility of the charge uppercut from strength seems too big a loss without needing a wirebug skill to close distance, or being unable to reach high places like strength's uppercut does. But yeah, those are the new skills in Rise for Hammer. And now it is finally time for the best combos.
Combo 1.
It is a bit disappointing, but the best standard combo, like World, is still the golf swing combo, specifically in blue mode and with strength skill. You press R2 and then just spam X and repeat if need be. This will be your bread and butter for most situations that allow you to pull it off in time. You can even lead into golf swing with a charged uppercut if you need to cover some distance to hit your target. Now, this combo is entirely replaced by Impact Crater if you have the bugs to do so, as Impact Crater will do more damage than the whole golf swing combo in less time. Obviously, you will need bugs for it, but yeah, essentially, if you have the bugs, use Crater. When you don't have the bugs, you use golf swing. So pretty simple. And by the way, you can end the lag out of most attacks by dodging or pressing R2, which you'll want to do after doing those big giant slams.
Combo 2.
Now, when a monster is knocked out, your go-to combo changes. You have enough time to pull off the ultimate Big Bang Crater combo, which uses Big Bang and then Impact Crater, which you should have just enough time to pull it all off. If you're near the monster, you can just do R2, X, then spam A, followed by R2 plus A to switch modes, then L2 plus A for Crater. If you're a bit further away, you can squeeze in a level 2 charge uppercut into Big Bang and the rest of the combo. So only when they're KO'd or they're getting knocked around in a similar fashion will you do this entire combo string. With the Water Strike counter, if you KO the enemy with the counter, you can go into this combo as well via R2 after the counter, followed by the rest of the combo string.
すごい Combo 3.
And the last sort of small combo revolves around Water Strike. Standing around waiting to counter is DPS loss, so the best moves to use if you think your monster is about to attack is simply R2 then A, R2X then A, or R2 charged uppercut then A. Do not use X alone, do not use full level 3 charge, do not use this after Impact Crater. All those will have considerable lag time before you can press A, where you then are forced to dodge then press A, but even that has some delay compared to the first 3 combos. And yeah, I think that's pretty much the core combos for Hammer. It's worth noting the level 3 spin to win in yellow mode while moving forward is good damage, but its wide hit range means potentially hitting non-weak parts, which equals DPS loss. Stuff like spinning bludgeon or dashing strike are optional and will be better or worse depending on the situation. If you're hunting a big monster, spinning bludgeon does a lot of damage for one wire, and can hit the backs of monsters or hard to reach heads like Anjanath, so I recommend that move for bigger monsters. But smaller, more compact monsters like Goss Harag or Tobikadachi, you'll find dashing strike to be great for closing the gap and bulking an attack. Courage! I just don't see any real benefit to consider using it, ever. If it offered hyper armor or the damage was higher, sure, but nothing really? I get it's supposed to be like a constant brawling style, but without a skill like evasion so your dodges have evasion, I can't really picture it being good. But you're welcome to prove me wrong, speedrunners. That's just my opinion. But those are the best combos you can do with Hammer in the right situations. All in all, Hammer is a very fun weapon that is very easy to use, with the only learning curve being positioning and when to pull off Impact Crater. Hopefully, this fast guide has taught you the ways to bonk your way to victory. And with that, welcome to the Bonk League, Hammer Bro. If I missed anything important, let me know in the comments below, and thanks for watching the video, I really appreciate it. If you can, please give the video a like and comment down below any questions you have about the weapon, or let me know if you main or plan to main the weapon in Rise. But that's all for me. I sometimes stream the game, so join in for some fun hunts. And of course, if you want to see more guides like this, then subscribe and hit that notification bell because
a hunter must hunt.